Hare Krishna. We're starting with Gita Govinda study session. This is the last chapter, chapter 12. Suprita Pitambara, most joyful Krishna, wearing yellow cloth. Text 12.1. Gatavati Sakhi Vrinde Mandatrapa Bhara Nirbhara Smara Para Vashakuta Spita Smita Snapi Dharam Sarasa Manasam Drishtva Radham Muhurnava Pallava Prasava Shayane Nikshiptakshim Uvacha Hari Priyam Gatavati, when it departed, Sakhi of female friends, Vrinde the group, Manda decreasing, Trapa of shyness, Bhara because of burden, Nirbhara deep, Smara upon love, Paravasha dependent, Akuta by her intentions, Spita increasing, Smita with a smile, Snapita was spread, Adharam lower lip, Sarasa attraction, Manasam with a word, Drishva having seen her, Radham Radha, Muhur repeatedly, Nava knew, Pallava was from shoots, Prasava whose preparation, Shine to the bed, Nikshipta were thrown, Ashim whose eyes, Uvacha spoke, Hari Krishna, Priyam is beloved. While the group of Sakhis departed, Krishna having seen her spoke to Radha, whose lips were spread with a smile, which increased by her intentions arising from deep love caused by decrease in her great shyness. As she glanced constantly at the bed prepared from her new shoots with attraction in her mind. A commentary, Krishna is mind joyful to see her, fulfilling his long-held desire, spoke to Radha. He spoke to Radha as the group of Sakhis departed. Her lips were spread with a smile which increased by the intention, dependent on deep love caused by decrease in her great shyness. She had attraction in her mind. She repeatedly gazed at the bed made of flowers and new shoots. Seeing her in this state, Krishna spoke in great joy. Looking at the bed indicates her desire for amorous enjoyment. The heroine is portrayed as Swadhina Bhatrika in this chapter. Yasya rati guna krishta pati parshvam na munchati vichitra vibhrama sakta swadhina patika yatha. The Swadhina Bhatrika indulges in various amorous gestures so that her husband does not leave her side, being attracted by her amorous qualities. Shringara Tilaka 1.74. The Swadhina Bhatrika indulges in various amorous so that her husband does not leave her side, being attracted by her amorous qualities. Shringara Tilaka 1.74. Song 23, Vibhasa Ragena Ekatali Talena Cha. The song is sung in the raga of Vibhasa and in the tala of Ekatali. Epigraph to the song. The raga is Vibhasa, which is described as follows. Swachanda Sammanita Pushpachapa, Priya Rasaswadu Sudha Bidrupta, Paryanka Madhyasya Kritopavesho, Bhasa Sunidra Anvita, Hema Gauraha. He is a well-respected independent Cupid, gold complexion, soundly sitting in the middle of a couch, satisfied with the tasty nectar of love with his beloved. Some say the raga is Ramakari, the tala is Ekatali. Text 12.2. Kisalaya Shayana Tale Kuru Kamini, Charana Nalina Vinivesham, Tava Pada Pallava Vairi Parabhavam, Idam Anubhavatu Suvesham, Kshanam Aduna, Narayanam Anugatam Anusara Radhike. Kisalaya of shoots, Shayan of the bed, Tale on the surface, Kuru, make Kamini, O woman, Radha, filled with desire, Charan of your feet, Nalina, lotus, Vinivesham, a placing, Tava, your Pada of feet, Pallava, the buds, tender, Vairi is by its enemy, Parabhavam, one whose defeat, Idam, this bed, Anubhavatu, may it become, Suvesham, decorated, Kshanam, who's joyful, Adhuna, now Nara is water, water, an ocean of prema, ayanam, the refuge, anugatam, he who experiences, anusara, enjoy me, radhike, O Radha. Krishna speaks to Radha, O Radha, filled with desire, place your lotus feet on the bed of new shoots. May the decorated bed be defeated by its enemy, your tender feet. Krishna speaks to Radha, O Radha, filled with desire, place your lotus feet on the bed of new shoots. May the decorated bed be defeated by its enemy, your tender feet. O Radha, place your lotus feet on the bed of new shoots. May the decorated bed be defeated by its enemy, your tender feet. O Radha, now worship me, an ocean of prema, experiencing the greatest joy on seeing you. Commentary, Krishna says, O Radha, O beautiful woman, now enjoy with me, who is joyful with a festival of seeing you. Kshanam anugatam, or he says, follow me, who am indeed, who am dependent on the sweetness of a festival of love. Kshanam, or he says, follow me, who am dependent on the sweetness of a festival of love. Radha says, you say this while you're present. Why should I enjoy with you without affection and often absent? Krishna says, but I took shelter of water since I was burning in the fire of separation from you. Or he says, I've become covered in tears. Or he says, I'm the ocean of prema. Or Nara means the pleasure of women, or belonging to a woman. Tasyedam, Panini 4.3.12. Thus Narayana means he who is the shelter of things related to women. Krishna says, Panini 4.3.12. Thus Narayana means he who is the shelter of things related to women. Krishna says, thus give up your worries and worship me. This is the chorus. Now the verse is explained. O desirous woman, this is what you desire. Place your lotus feet on the bed of new shoots. This hints that she will utilize her feet in various actions at the bed. The bed was ornately decorated or was naturally beautiful. Suvesham. Let the bed experience the defeat by the enemy, the shoots of your lotus feet. Let the bed experience the defeat by the enemy, the shoots of your lotus feet. Since the bed's tender shoots cannot compare with your soft feet, or let the bed, the enemy of your feet, be defeated as you place your soft feet there. Text 12.3. Kara kamalena karomi charanam aham agamitasi viduram kshanam upakuru shayanopari mam iva nupuram anugati shuram kshanam aduna. Kara, with my hands, Kamalena, lotus, Karomi, massage, Sharanam, your feet, Aham, I, Agamitasi, you have come, Viduram, from afar, Kshanam, for a moment, Upakuru, favor, Shayano, Pari, on the bed, Mam, may Eva, like Nupuram, an anklet, Anugatin, following you, Shuram, valiant at being dedicated. I will massage your feet with my lotus hands, since you have come from afar. Favor me for a moment on this bed, since I'm dedicated to following you like your anklet. I will massage your feet with my lotus hands, since you have come from afar. Since you have come from afar, favor me for a moment on this bed, since I'm dedicated to following you like your anklet. O Radha, now worship Krishna. Commentary, I will massage your feet with my lotus hands, or I will worship your feet, Charana Maham, by massaging them. Why? You come from very far away. I will relieve you of your fatigue caused by coming from so far away. Favor me for a moment on this bed, since I'm valiant at being obedient to you. I'm like an ankle bell, just by wearing your anklet, dedicated valiantly to serving you. making your feet most precious by being close. So I will assist in fulfilling your desires by offering myself to your feet. It is suggested that one who is steady in following a person can help that person. Or when she forbids him to touch her lotus feet, he replies, or when she forbids him to touch her lotus feet, he replies, then favor this anklet which is faithful in serving like me. He prays to touch her feet by speaking about putting on her anklet, though it is already on her ankle. By speaking about putting on her anklet, though it's already on her ankle. Text 12.4. Vadana Sudha Nidhi Galitam Amritam Iva Rachaya Vachanam Anukulam Viraham Ivapana Yami Payodhara Rodhakam Urasi Dukulam Kshanam Adhuna Vadana of your face, Sudha Nidhi, from the moon, Galitam flowing, Amritam nectar, Eva like Rachaya produce Vachanam words, Anukulam favorable, sweet, Viraham separation, Eva as if Apanayami, I remove, Payodhara your breast, Rodhakam obstructing, Urasi on your chest, Dukulam the cloth. Speak sweet words like nectar flowing from the moon of your face. I will remove the cloth on your chest, obstructing your breast, as if removing separation. O Radha, now worship Krishna. Commentary, when she does not reply, he speaks gravely with unfathomable intention. O beloved, speak words that produce love, that produce a wealth of amorous enjoyment. Speak a host of sentences with sweet words and alliteration. Those words like nectar would fall from the moon of your face. Those words like nectar would fall from the moon of your face. I will remove the cloth from your chest on your order as if I'm removing separation. Viraham Iva. I will remove obstacles to embracing your chest just as by meeting you. Separation goes away in fear. I will remove the cloth from your chest on your order as if I'm removing separation. Viraham Iva. I will remove obstacles to embracing your chest just as by meeting you. Separation goes away in fear. Or how can I speak while suffering from separation? I will remove the separation like a cloth. Dukulam Iva. The cloth is situated on your chest and is an obstacle blocking your breast. The cloth is situated on your and is an obstacle blocking your breast. The cloth is situated on your chest and is an obstacle blocking your breast. The word payodhara, holding milk, is used to indicate production of milk and thus hint at the production of new rasa, presumably Shringar rasa. Shringar rasa. It is not to indicate their size since that would be improper. Text 12.5. Priya parirambhana rabhasa valitam iva. पुलकितम अति दूरवापम मद उरसी कुच कलशम विनिवेशया शोषया मनसि जतापम क्षणम adhuna. Priya of a lover, parirambhana for the embrace, rabhasa with enthusiasm, valitam endowed, eva as if, pulakitam with bristling hairs, ati duravapam Ati duravapam, very rare, mad, my urasi to chest, kucha, your breast, kalasham, pot, viniveshaya, offer, shoshaya, extinguish. Sorry for the disturbance, for the pausing. Text 12.5. Priya parirambhana rabasa valitam iva pulakitam ati duravapam mad urasi kucha kulasham viniveshaya shoshaya manasijatapam kshanam adhuna. Priya of a lover, parirambhana for the embrace, rabasa with enthusiasm, valitam endowed, iva as if, pulakitam with bristling hairs, ati duravapam very rare. Mad, my urasi, to chest, kucha, your breast, kalasham, pot, viniveshaya, offer, shoshaya, extinguish, manasija. Pain will be manasija, born of the heart, desire, tapam, the pain. Offer your rare pot-like breast, endowed with enthusiasm to embrace a lover, with hair standing on end, destroy the pain of desire in my heart. Offer your rare pot-like breast, endowed with enthusiasm to embrace a lover, with hair standing on end. Destroy the pain of desire in my heart. Destroy the pain of desire in my heart. O Radha, now worship Krishna. Commentary. Perturbed when she looks at him with a crooked glance, he speaks. O Radha, offer Viniveshya the pots of your breast full of rasa to my chest. Those breasts are hard to attain, Duravapam. They cannot be attained except by your mercy. Those breasts are hard to attain, Duravapam. They cannot be attained except by your mercy. Their hairs are standing on end. A comparison is given to explain the reason. They are as if endowed with enthusiasm for embracing a lover. If a person a comparison is given to explain the reason. They are as if endowed with enthusiasm for embracing a lover. They are as if endowed with enthusiasm for embracing a lover. They are as if endowed with enthusiasm for embracing a lover. If a person is joyous, his hair stand on end. Destroy pain born of desire by offering those pots to me. The pain will be extinguished by sprinkling the pots over my afflicted chest. This indicates a request for her to take the dominant role. The word manasija, born of the heart desire to, is used to indicate that to extinguish a fire in the house, only a person present, their breasts are also situated on the heart, can do it. Therefore, you alone must extinguish the fire, extinguish the pain, but not the desire directed to you, since that desire produces a taste for the sweetness of pastimes. Here, skill in using alliteration is obvious. Extinguish the pain, but not the desire directed to you, since that desire produces a taste for the sweetness of pastimes. Therefore, you alone must extinguish the fire, extinguish the pain, but not the desire directed to you, since that desire produces a taste for the sweetness of pastimes. Here, skill is in using alliteration is obvious. Here is skill in using alliteration is obvious. The chorus in this verse can be Radha's answer as follows. O Krishna, go from here, Sara. The chorus in this verse can be Radha's answer as follows. O Krishna, go from here, Sara. Where shall I go? Because of my sickness, I take shelter of you. Where shall I go? Because of my sickness, I take shelter of you. Radhika means while you show sickness because of desire. You should take shelter of the water, Narayanam Anu, that's far away. It is attained very near. Go to the Yamuna to eliminate your pain arising from desire. Go to the Yamuna to eliminate your pain arising from desire. Text 12.16. Adhara sudha rasam upanaya bhamini jivaya mrutam ivadasam twayi vinihita manasam virahanala vapusham avilasam kshanam adhuna adhara of your lips sudha of the nectar rasam the rasa upanaya distribute bhamini a woman skilled in the arts of love radha jivaya enliven vritam dead Eva as if dasam the servant twayi to you vinihita is offered manasam whose mind viraha of separation anala in the fire dagdha is burned vapusham and whose body avilasam devoid of pastimes. O Radha, skillful in the art of love, distribute the sweet rasa arising from your lips. Bring to life the servant who is almost dead, who has offered his mind to you, whose body has burned in the fire of separation, and who is devoid of amorous pastimes. O Radha, skillful in the art of love, distribute the sweet rasa arising from your lips. Bring to life the servant who is almost dead. Bring to life the servant who is almost dead. Bring to life the servant who is almost dead, who has to you, whose body is burned in the fire of separation and who's devoid of amorous pastimes. O Radhana, worship Krishna. Come into, O lover, skilled in the arts of love, Bhamini, distribute the sweet rasa from your lips. Revive the obedient person, Dasam, or the object of your charity who's almost dead. Distribute the sweet rasa from your lips. Revive the obedient person, Dasam, or the object of your charity who's almost dead. Revive the obedient person or the object of your charity who's almost dead. A dead person is revived by feeding him nectar. Why give to me? My heart is offered to you. My body burns by the fire of separation from you. I am without the activities of play, avilasam. A servant unable to do his duties should be revived by his competent master. A servant unable to do his duties should be revived by his competent master. Text 12.7. Shashimukhi Mukharaya Mani Rashana Gunam Anuguna Kanta Ninadam Pika Ruta Vikale Mama Shamaya Chirad Avasadam Kshanam Adhuna. Sashimukhi, O moon-faced woman Radha, Mukharaya, caused to make sound, money endowed with gems, Rashana, of your girdle, Gunam, the belt, Anuguna is similar, Kanta, from your throat, Ninadam, to which the sound, Shruti of ears, Yugale in the pair, Pika of the cuckoo, Ruta by the cry, Vikale, tortured, Mama Mai, Shamaya, alleviate, Chirad, long-standing, Avasadam, the pain. O moon-faced Radha, make sounds with your gem-studded belt, imitating the sounds from your throat. Make sounds with your gem-studded belt, imitating the sounds from your throat. Alleviate the long-standing pain in my ears, tortured by the cry of the cuckoo. O Radha, now worship Krishna. Commentary, since she's not pleased, he speaks sweet words. O Radha, with moon-like face. Her face is compared to the moon because both are beautiful and flow with nectar. Make sounds with, O Radha, with moon-like face. Her face is compared to the moon because both are beautiful and flow with nectar. Make sounds with your belt endowed with gems. This suggests enjoy with me position called Hamsa Leela. Enjoy with me while taking the dominant position called Hamsa Leela. This was explained in song 7.9. The sounds coming from your throat are similar to that. The sounds coming from your throat are similar to that. Make sounds in your throat like the sounds of your bell jingling. Make sounds in your throat like the sounds of your belt jingling, or he speaks to her as she makes sounds, or he speaks to her as she makes sounds. Make sounds with your bell similar to the sounds in your throat. Make sounds with your belt similar to the sounds in your throat. Dissipate the present pain in my ears arising from separation from you for a long time, my ears of pain by the warbling of the cuckoo. The sound of the cuckoo is intolerable for the separated lover. The sound of the cuckoo is intolerable for the separated lover. Text 12.8. Mam ati vifala rusha vikalikritam avalokitam adhunedam militam lajjitam iva nayanam tava virama visruja rati kedham kshanam adhuna mam me ati vifala useless rusha by your anger vikalikritam punished avalokitam to look adhuna now idam this militam closing lajjitam ashamed iva as if nayanam eyes tava your virama give up visraja give up rati to love kedam the obstacles give up closing your eyes as if ashamed on looking at me because I have been punished unjustly by your useless anger. Give up obstacles to love. Give up closing your eyes as if ashamed on looking at me. Give up closing your eyes as if ashamed on looking at me because I have been punished unjustly by your useless anger. Give up obstacles to love. Give up closing your eyes as if ashamed on looking at me because I have been punished unjustly by your useless anger. Give up obstacles to love. O Radha, now worship Krishna. Commentary. When she does not look at him, he speaks. O beloved, your eyes are closed when looking at me as if they are ashamed. I've been punished by you, though I have not committed offense. Because of your most useless anger, you are ashamed of this great crime. Therefore, give up closing your eyes because of that useless anger now. Give up afflictions to enjoyment. Giving up anger, enjoy with me, or enjoy intensely in order to virama, in order to counteract with the shame. Showing a variety of play, give up sorrow in love. Showing a variety of play, give up visraja, sorrow in love, or produce in a special manner visraja, passionate exertion in love, or produce in a special manner passionate exertion in love. Text 12.9. Shri Jayadeva Bhanitam Idam Anupada Nigadita Madhuripu Modam Janayatu Rasika Janeshu Manorama Rati Rasa Bhava Vinodam. Shri Jayadeva, by Shri Jayadeva Bhanitam, narrated Idam, this poem, Anupada in every verse. Nigadita is described, Madhuripu of Madhuripu, Krishna Modam, in which the bliss, Janayatu, may it produce, Rasika, who appreciate Rasa, Janeshu, for those people, Manorama, attractive, Rati Rasa, in the Rasa of love, Shringar Rasa, Bhava, of their own, Bhavas, Vinodam, the pleasure. May this poem narrated by Jayadeva, describing Krishna's bliss in every verse, produce the pleasure of their attractive Bhavas in Shringar Rasa for those who appreciate this. Song 23. In every verse, produce the pleasure of their attractive Bhavas in Shringar Rasa for those who appreciate this Rasa. Produce the pleasure of their attractive bhavas in Shringar Rasa for those who appreciate this rasa. End of song 23. Produce the pleasure of their attractive bhavas in Shringar Rasa for those who appreciate this rasa. End of song 23. Commentary. May the song narrated by Jayadeva give joy to people qualified to experience this rasa. This song is pleasing to the heart and concerns the sattvika bhavas, involuntary physical responses to rati of Shringar Rasa, rati rasa bhava. May the song narrated by Jayadeva give joy to people qualified to experience this rasa. This song is pleasing to the heart and concerns the sattvika bhavas, involuntary physical responses to rati of Shringar Rasa, Rati Rasa Bhava, or may the work create astonishment because of the attractive Shringar Rasa. It was said, Yadi Harismarane Sarasam Mano, Yadi Vilasa Kalasu Kutuhalam, Madhura Komala Kanta Valim, Shrunutada Jayadeva Saraswatim. If you have devotion to Krishna in Madhurya, if you have eagerness for the playful pastimes, then please hear this collection of verses composed by Jayadeva. If you have devotion to Krishna and Madhurya Rasa, if you have eagerness for the playful pastimes, then please hear this collection of verses composed by Jayadeva, which are sweet with rasa, easy to understand. Then please hear this collection of verses composed by Jayadeva, which are sweet with rasa, easy to understand and pleasing. Gita Govinda 1.3. This work in every verse constantly describes Krishna's bliss. His bliss is expressed in the form of playful use of words. This work in every verse constantly describes Krishna's bliss. His bliss is expressed in the form of playful use of words. Text 12.10. Pratyuha pulakankurena nividhashleshe nimeshena cha क्रीडाकूत विलोकिते धर सुधापाने कथा नर्मभि आनन्दाधिगमेन मन्मथ कला युद्धेऽपि यस्मिन् अभूत् उद्भूता सतयोर्बभूव सुरतारम्भ प्रियं भावुका. Pratyuha, an interruption, Pulakankurena, by the bristling hairs, Nividha, tight, Ashlesha, in the embraces, Nimishena, by the blinking of their eyes, Cha and Krida, for play, Akuta, of their desire, various pleasures, Vilokite, in the seeing, Adhara, of their lips, Sudha, of the nectar, Pani, in the drinking, Katha, of their words, Narmabhi, by the play, Ananda, of bliss, Gamena, by the acquisition, Manmata, of Cupid, Kala, of the arts, Yuddhe, in the battle, Api, even Yasmin, in which Abhut there was, Udbhuta, remarkable, Sir, that Tayor of them, Radha and Krishna, Babhuva arose, Suratarambha, the beginning of lovemaking, Priyam Bhavuka, affection, though the goosebumps interrupted the tight embraces, the blinking of their eyes interrupted seeing the various pleasures, the playful words interrupted the kisses, and eruptions of bliss interrupted the battle of Cupid, the beginning of lovemaking produced remarkable affection. Though the goosebumps interrupted their tight embraces, though the goosebumps interrupted their tight embraces, the blinking of their eyes interrupted seeing the various pleasures, their playful words interrupted the kisses, and interrupted the battle of Cupid. The beginning of lovemaking produced remarkable affection. Commentary. Having described the wordplay, now the poet describes the commencement of amorous acts. Having described their wordplay, now the poet describes the commencement of amorous acts. Having described their wordplay, now the poet describes the commencement of amorous acts. That long desired or extraordinary beginning of lovemaking of Radha and Madhava produced remarkable affection. Another version as Lalita Rambha, attractive beginning. Another version as Lalita Rambha, attractive beginning. This refers to attractive play in Shringar Rasa. That prelude of love is described as follows. That prelude of love is described as follows. In that commencement, when they tightly embraced, there was an obstacle, pratyuha, created by hair standing on end. This refers to attractive play in Shringar Rasa. This refers to attractive play in Shringar Rasa. That prelude of love is described as follows. That prelude of love is described as follows. In that commencement, when they tightly embraced, there was an obstacle, pratyuha, created by hair standing on end. The hair standing on end like buds when they embraced, ankura, indicates a state of uddipta maha sattvika bhava, most intense. When 5, 6, or all the sattvika bhavas manifest at once in their most extreme form, they're called uddipta sattvika bhavas. When all the uddipta sattvika bhavas appear in mahabhava, they're called sudipta sattvika bhavas or uddipta mahasattvika bhava. All the sattvika bhavas attain their highest state in mahabhava. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 2.3.79 and 2.3.81. The intolerance of even hair standing on end when they embrace is produced by atiru. This indicates the highest level of rasa. When the anubhavas attain an inconceivably greater excellence than those of rudha bhava, the condition is called adhirudha. Ujjwal Nilamani 14.70, 170, 14.170. When they gazed at their play with desire, this was interrupted by blinking of the eyes. They could not tolerate blinking when looking at each other with desire and longing. They could not tolerate blinking when they looked at each other with desire and longing. Kutila kuntalam Shri Mukham Chate Jada Udikshatam Pakshma Kridrisham. The gopis said, even when we can eagerly look upon your beautiful face, so lovely with its adornment of curly locks, we think the Creator was foolish in making eyelids. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.31.15. The gopis said, even when we can eagerly look upon your beautiful face, so lovely with its adornment of curly locks, we think the Creator was foolish in making eyelids. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.31.15. When they tasted each other's lips, their intimate joking talks became an obstacle. Though they drank each other's lips, they could not be fully satisfied. Though intoxicated by the nectar, they could not suppress their conversations. And their particular experiences became very strong like waves in the ocean. In the battle using the arts of lovemaking, there is an obstacle created by the manifestation of joy. In the battle using the arts of lovemaking, there's an obstacle created by the manifestation of joy. This describes the intense attractiveness of the battle using the arts of lovemaking, there's an obstacle created by the manifestation of joy. There's an obstacle created by the manifestation of joy. There's an obstacle created by the manifestation of joy. This describes the intense attractiveness. In the battle using the arts of lovemaking, there's an obstacle created by the manifestation of joy. In the battle using the arts of lovemaking, there's an obstacle created by the manifestation of the intense attractiveness of the couple at that time. They experience that the lovemaking is insufficient. This indicates the unlimited nature of the actions and bliss. This indicates the unlimited nature of the actions and bliss. This is indicated by implication rather than direct statement. By indirect expression, the great poet has described how the sambhoga aspect of Shringarasa attains sweetness by the sthai bhava, vibhavas, anubhavas, satvika bhavas, and vyavichari bhavas mixing together. By indirect expression, the great poet has described how the sambhoga aspect of Shringar Rasa attains sweetness by the sthai bhava, vibhavas, anubhavas, satvika bhavas, and vyabhichari bhavas mixing together. By indirect expression, the great poet has described how the Sambhoga aspect of Shringar Rasa attains sweetness by the sthai bhava, vibhavas, anubhavas, sattvic bhavas, and vyabhishari bhavas mixing together. Text 12.11. Dorbhyam samyamita, Dena Pidita, Panijer, A Vidho Dashanai, Shatadhara Puta Shroni, Tatena Hata, Hastena Namita, Kachedhara Madhu Syandena, Samohita, Kanta Kam Api Triptim, Apatad Aho, Kamasya Vama Gati. Dorbhyam by her arms, Samyamita was bound, Payodhara of her breast, Bharena by the weight, Apidita was pressed, Panijer by her nails, Avidho was pierced, Dashanai by her teeth, Kshata was wounded, Adhara of his lip, Putha the fold, Shroni of her hips, Tatena by the slope, Ahata was beaten, Hastena by her hands, Anamita by he was grasped, Kasche in his hair, Adhara of her lower lip, Madhu Syandena by the sweet drops of nectar, Sammohita and was bewitched, Kanta the lover, Krishna calmed what Api but Triptim satisfaction, Apa he obtained, Tad therefore, Aho how astonishing, Kamasya of the god of love, Vama contrary, Gati is the course. He was bound by her arms, squeezed by the weight of her breast, pierced by her nails, wounded on the lip by her teeth. He was bound by her arms, squeezed by the weight of her breast, pierced by her nails, wounded on the lip by her teeth, beaten hips, had his hair grasped by her hands, and was bewitched by drinking the nectar of her lips, but he attained indescribable satisfaction. Thus, how astonishing is the contrary course of Cupid. Commentary: the reversal of positions is described with colorful words. He was bound by her arms, he was squeezed by the weight of her breast, he was crushed by her nails, his lips was bitten by her teeth, he was struck by her hips, he was held by her hair with her hands, he was completely bewildered by drinking the nectar of her lips. In this manner, he attained indescribable satisfaction. For this reason, how astonishing is the contrary or attractive course of Cupid. Though he was bound up, etc., he attains pleasure. In this way, it was contrary. This is a description of the reverse position in love. This is a description of the reverse position in love. The ornament is Arthantara Nyasa, corroboration. This is described by Dandi. Geya so Arthantara Nyaso Vastu Nirdishya Kinchana Tat Sadhana Yatra Drishyate. Arthantara Nyasa is understood where a relevant principle is corroborated by indicating a particular object. Veera Shringara, bold love-making, is described by her Veera Anubhavas, such as binding and squeezing. He requested that he be punished for his offenses. Veera Shringara, bold love-making, is described by her Veera Anubhavas, such as binding and squeezing. He requested that he be punished for his offenses. Gita Govinda 10.3 and 10.11. She does that here. Text 12.12. Maranke Ratikeli Sankula Rana Rambe Taya Sahasa Prayam Kanta Jayaya Kimchid Upari Prarambhi Yat Sambramat. Nishpanda Jagana Stali Shiti Lita Dorvallir Utkampitam Vaksho Militam Akshipaurusha Rasa Strinam Kuta Siddhyati. Maranke, displaying marks of passion, Ratikeli with amorous play, Shankula, which is thick, Rana of the battle, Arambe in the beginning, Taya by a Radha, Sahas of boldness, Prayam, full, Kanta of a lover, Krishna, Jayaya for the defeat, Kimchit Samo, Upari taking the dominant role, Prarambi, it was begun, yet since Sambramat, she acted out of zeal, became motionless, Jagana of thighs, Thali, but the tract, Shiti Lita slackened, door of her arms, Valli the creeper, Utkampitam quivered, Vaksho or chest, Militam close, Akshi under eyes, Paurusha Rasa masculinity, masculine roles, Strinam by women, Kutaha how Siddhyati is accomplished. Radha, boldly desiring to defeat Krishna in the passionate battle thick with amorous play, began to fight with zeal. However, after only a brief struggle, her hips became motionless, the creeper of her arms slackened, her chest quivered, and her eyes closed. How can women succeed in taking the masculine role? Radha, boldly desiring to defeat Krishna in the passionate battle, thick with amorous play, began to fight with zeal. However, after only a brief struggle, her hips became motionless. The creeper of her arms slackened, her chest quivered, and her eyes closed. How can women succeed in taking the masculine role? Commentary: at the beginning of the battle of Cupid, which is permeated with love play, such as kissing, embraces, and various positions in which marks of Cupid or death were inflicted, Radha, with great boldness, took the dominant role in an indescribable manner in order to conquer a lover. Radha, with great boldness, took the dominant role in an indescribable manner, Kimchit, in order to conquer a lover out of great passion, Sambramat, but her legs became motionless, Nishpandha. The creepers of her arms became limp, but her legs became motionless. The creepers of her arms became limp. Her heart shook and her eyes closed. If a woman takes a man's role in love with a desire to defeat him, how can that succeed? It cannot. This is the meaning. This verse describes the stage called Kriya Nivritti, cessation of action. This happens to the woman after lovemaking. Actually, she was victorious. This happens to the woman after lovemaking. Actually, she was victorious. Text 12.13. Text 12.13. Tasya patala Panijankitam uro nidra kashaye drishau nirdhauto dharas shonima vilulita srastasrajo murdhaja kanchi damadara shlatanchalam iti pratar nikhater drishor yebhi kama shares tad adbhutam abhut patyur mana kilitam. Tasya, Radha, patala, red, Panija with fingernails, Ankitam was marked, Euro, chest, Nidra with sleep. Nidra with sleep, Kashaye were red, Drishau, her eyes, Nirdhauto was washed away, Adhara of her lips, so Shonima, the redness, Vilulita was disheveled, Srasta was lost, Rajo whose garland, Murdhaja, her hair, Kanchidama, and the string of a girdle. Belt, Dara slightly, Shlata were loosened, Anchalam and the fringe of a garment, Iti thus, Pratar in the morning, Nikater, which had been strung, Drishor, which had been strung, Drishor on Krishna's bow-like eyes, Yebhi, these Kama of Cupid, Shares with arrows, that this Adbhutam is astonishing. Abhut was Patyur of the husband, Krishna, Manaha, mind, Kilitam, pierced. Because of Cupid's arrows strung on Krishna's bow-like eyes in the morning, Radha's chest bow marks of red nails. Her eyes were red with sleep. The redness of her lips had been washed away. Her disheveled hair lost its garland, and her belt, then the fringe of a cloth became slightly loose. These same arrows now pierce his mind. Is this not astonishing? Commentary. It's most astonishing that Krishna's mind was pierced by Cupid's arrows, which had in the morning been strung on his eyes. Also, in normal circumstances, a different person is pierced by the arrows that one places on one's bow. But here they pierce the wielder. With these arrows, Radha's chest was marked by red nails, and her eyes were red because of sleep. But these arrows, Radha's chest was marked by red nails, and her eyes were red because of sleep. The red of her lips was washed away by kisses. Her disheveled hair, decorated with flower garlands, lost its flowers when he kissed her and touched her breast. The edge of a cloth became slightly loose because her belt became loose. Or the belt cord became slightly loose at the edge of a cloth. Intense rasa is indicated by the clear manifestations of marks produced by association. Intense, or the belt cord became slightly loose at the edge of a cloth. Or the belt cord became slightly loose at the edge of a cloth. Intense rasa is indicated by the clear manifestations of marks produced by association. These marks are produced out of absorption in rasa. Since Krishna was pierced, this indicates that these marks are produced out of absorption in rasa. Since Krishna was pierced, this indicates that Radha was victorious since she controlled him. Text 12.14, Vyakosha, Kesha, Pashas, Taralitam, Alakai, Sweda, Lolav, Kapolav, Dashta, Bimbadhara, Shri, Kucha Kalasha, Rucha, Harita, Hara, Yashti, Kanchi, Kanchid, Gatasham, Stana Jaghana, Padam, Panina Chadya, Sadya, Pashyanti Satrapam Mam Tad Api Vilulita Srag Dhareyam Dinoti. Vyakosha, Kesha Pashas or ornamented hair. Taralitam, trembling, is done. Alake, by her locks. Sweda, with sweat. Lola, or restless. Kapo, her cheeks. Dashta, is injured. Bimbadhara, of her bimba lips. Shri, the beauty. Kucha Kalasha, of a pot breast. Rucha, along with the effulgence. Harita is rejected. Hara Yashti, or pearl necklace. Kanchi, or belt. Kanchit, somehow. Gata, as given up. As Asham, hope. Stana, of her breast. Jagana, under hips. Padam, the place. Panina, with her hands. Achadya, having covered. Sadhya, suddenly. Pashyanti, looking. Satrapam, shyly. Mam, at me. Tad, then. Api, even. Vilulita, broken. Sraga, garland. Dhareyam, wearing. Dhinoti, she pleases me. Krishna's contemplates. Krishna contemplates. Her ornamented hair is undone, and her locks tremble. Perspiration covers her restless cheeks. Her ornamented hair is undone, and her locks tremble. Perspiration covers her restless cheeks. Her beautiful lips are injured. A pearl necklace has been rejected along with the effulgence of a pot-like breast. A pearl necklace has been rejected along with the effulgence of a pot-like breast. Her belt has somehow given up hope. With her garland broken, as she looks shyly at me while covering her breast with her hands, she suddenly pleases me. Commentary. This verse explains how Krishna's mind was pierced. This Radha with garland broken pleases me. What does she do? She looks at me with shyness, covering her breast with her hand at that time. Why is she shy? Or shyness arose because of her hair had come undone. There was trembling of her locks of hair. Her cheeks are covered with perspiration. The beauty of her lips has been diminished. A pearl necklace has been discarded somewhere along with the luster of her pot-like breast, or the beauty of her necklace has been stolen by the beauty of her body. The bells on a belt have been given up hope indescribably. This indicates her absorption in enjoyment. But though she was without ornaments, the mind of her husband was attracted by the beauty of her limbs. The sweetness of Rupa is indicated in this verse. Angani abhushitani eva kenachid bhushanadina yena bhushitavad bhati tadrupam iti katyate. Unornamented limbs when a girl's unornamented limbs appear as if decorated with ornaments, such beauty is called Rupam. Ujjal Nilamani 10.25. This is an example. Nitam te punar Uktatam Brahmarakai Kasturika Patarakam Netrabhyam Vifalika Akritam Kuvalaya Dvandvam Chakarnapitam Harasha Smita Kanti Bhangibir Alam Pishtanu Peshi Krita Kim Radhe Tava Mandhanena Nitaram Anger Asi Dyotita. Krishna spoke, your curling locks of hair make this tilaka. Your curling locks of hair make this tilaka decorations drawn in musk useless. Curling locks of hair make this tilaka decorations drawn in musk useless. So beautiful that they make the two lotus flowers on your ears useless. The waves of the beauty of your smile have crushed your necklace into dust. O Radha, what is the use of you wearing all these decorations? You're already made splendid by the beauty of your limbs. Vidagdha Madhava 7.47. Shobha is defined as follows. Sa Shobha Rupa Bhogha there. Yatsyad Anga Vibhushanam. The state when the body is decorated with beauty and amorous enjoyment is called Shobha. Ujjal Nilamani 11.13. An example is given. Dritva Raktanguli Kishalayar Nipashakam Vishaka Nishkramanti Vratati Bhavanat Pratar Udghurna Nitakshi Venim Amsopari Vilutatim Ardha Muktam Vahanti Lagna Swante Mamanahi Bahi Seyam Adyapi Ayasit. Krishna spoke, grasping a kadamba branch with the budding reddish twigs of her fingers. Vishaka left the cottage of creepers at daybreak. Her eyes were rolling and a braid fell on her shoulder. Off undone. Vishaka now sticks in my heart and will never leave it. Ujjal Nilamani 11.14. Here Vishaka's beauty and a state after amorous enjoyment are described. This state of Vishaka is Shobha. The meter is Shragdhara, as mentioned in the verse. Milat Drishti Milat Kapola Pulakam Shitkara Dhara Vashad Avyakta Kula Keli Kaku Vikasadantamshu Dhauta Dharam Nishkramanti Vratati Bhavanat Pratar Udghurnitakshi Venim Amso Paribiluthatim Ardha Muktam Vahanti Lagna Swante Mamanahi Bahi Seyam Adyapi Ayasit. Krishna spoke, grasping a kadamba branch with the budding reddish twigs of her fingers. Vishaka left the cottage of creepers at daybreak. Her eyes were rolling and a braid fell on her shoulder, half undone. Vishaka now sticks in my heart and will never leave it. Ujjal Nilamani 11.14.127. The meter is Sragdhara as mentioned in the verse. Text 12.15. Milat Drishti Milat Kapola Pulakam Shitkara Dhara Vashad Avyakta Kula Keli Kaku Vikasadantamshu Dhauta Dharam Shyamotunga Payodhara Payodharo pari parishwangi kurangi drisho harshotkarsha vimukta nisaha tano dhanyo dhayati ananam. Milad were closing, Drishti whose eyes, Milat was developing, Kapola on whose cheeks, Pulakam the bristling, Shitkara of the streams of sighs prolonged of sighs Vashat by the power Avyakta, indistinct, Akula and confused, Keli of amorous play, Kaku because of the moaning, Vikasad opened, Danta from her teeth, Amshu by the rays, Dauta illuminated, Adharam with lips, Shama dark, Uttunga and swollen with rasa, Payodharo Pari on her breast, Parishwangi embracing her, Kurangi Drisho of the doe-eyed woman Radha, Ashot Karsha because of intense bliss, Vimukta was limp, Nisaha and unable to move, Tanoru's body, Dhanyo, the praiseworthy one, Krishna, Dhayati drinks, Ananam, the face. Praiseworthy Krishna, embracing a swollen breast, drank the face of Radha, whose body was limp, was unable to move because of intense bliss as she closed her eyes, developed goosebumps on her cheeks, and illuminated her lips by the rays emanating from her teeth, which were revealed as she indistinctly moaned in confusion because of releasing profuse sighs. Commentary. Praiseworthy Krishna drinks without interruption the face of doe-eyed Radha, whose body is limp and because of intense bliss from various amorous experiences, or he kisses her face. He embraced her breast swollen with rasa. This suggests his desire to touch. Her face is described when he looked at her. This suggests his desire to touch. This suggests his desire to touch. Her face is described when he looked at her. Her face is described when he looked at her. She closed her eyes and goosebumps appeared on her cheeks. Her lips became washed by the rays from her teeth. The teeth were revealed because she indistinctly moaned in confusion because of a prolonged sighing. Or the phrases can simply modify her face. On her face, her eyes were closed and there were goosebumps on her cheeks. Her lips were washed by rays from her teeth, which were revealed when she indistinctly moaned in confusion because of a prolonged sighing. Both the interpretations are same, just the grammatical is different. Text 12.16. Ata sahasa supritam suratante sa gnitanta kinnangi radha jagada sadaram idam anandena govindam. Atha then sahasa suddenly supritam, who was very pleased, surata of love making, ante at the end, sa she nitanta excessively. Kinna were exhausted, Angi whose limbs, Radha, Jagada spoke Sadaram and respectful, Idam this Anandena with bliss, Govindam to Govinda Krishna. Then Radha, her body excessively exhausted after love, suddenly spoke blissfully to Govinda, who was most respectful and pleased. Commentary. Atha indicates auspiciousness, or it means after that Radha, who is famous for controlling her lover, spoke in bliss to Govinda as follows. Song 24. She's described as follows in this verse. Her body was very tired after lovemaking. Is described as follows. He remained there in a state of respect, thinking she will order me, then I will be most fortunate. She will order me, then I will be most fortunate. His face was charming, Supritam, in order to attain her. Song 24. Ramakari Raga Rupaka, Talabhyam. The song is sung in the rag of Ramakari and in the Tal of Rupaka, epigraph to the song. The song is Ramakari and the Tala is Rupaka. Text 12.17. Kuru Yadu Nandana Chandana Shishira Tarena Karena Payodhare Mriga Mada Patrakam Atra Manobhava Mangala Kalasha Sahodare Nijagada Sa Yadu Nandane Kridati Hridaya Nandane. Kuru, make Yadu of the cowards Nandana, O delightful moon. Krishna, Chandana, the sandalwood, Shishira Tarena, colder Karena with your hand, Payodhare on my breast, Mrigamada of mask, Patrakam, a pattern, Atra here, Manobhava, Cupid, Mangala for welcoming, Kalasha, pot, Sahodare, resembling, Nijagade spoke Sashi Radha, Yadu of the cowards, Nandane, to the delightful moon, Krishna, Kridati, who was enjoying Hridaya in his heart, Anandane, and who had bliss. Radha speaks to Krishna, O moon of the cowards, please draw musk patterns on my breast, which are like pots for welcoming Cupid with your hand cooler than sandalwood. O moon of the cowards, please draw musk patterns on my breast, which are like pots for welcoming Cupid with your hand cooler than sandalwood. Radha spoke to the moon of the cowards who was enjoying and had developed bliss in his heart. Commentary, Radha spoke to Krishna, Yadunandana, who was enjoying and giving bliss to people's hearts. This is the chorus. What did she say? O joyful moon of the cowards, Yadunandana, make musk patterns on my breast with your hand. Your hand is cooler than sandalwood, or Yadunandana can be taken as part of a compound instead of a vocative. Since the refrain already has the vocative Yadunandana, make patterns of musk on my breast with your hand cooler than sandalwood and cooler than the moon. Or Yadunandana can be taken as part of a compound instead of a vocative. Since the reference to Yadunandana, make patterns of musk on my breast with your hand cooler than sandalwood and cooler than the moon. Make patterns of musk on my breast with your hand cooler than sandalwood and cooler than the moon. She skillfully uses the words hand cooler than sandalwood to indicate that her desire will again spring up by his touch. His touch is burning with desire. Her breasts are twins of full pots established for welcoming Cupid. Some explain the word Mangala to mean gold. This is according to Vishwakosha. 129 Mangala pots are welcoming pots, but could be gold pots also. This is according to Vishwakosha. Text 12.18 Ali Kula Ganjana Sanjanakam Rati Nayaka Sayaka Mochane Tvad Adhara Chumbana Lambita Kajjalam Ujvalaya Priya Lochane Nijagada Sa Yadu Alikula of a swarm of bees, Ganjana the derision, Sanjanakam producing Ratinayaka of Cupid, Sayaka the arrows, Mochane releasing Tvad your Adhara of lips, Chumbana because of the kisses, Lambita Kajjalam Maskara, Ujvalaya, cause to shine, Priya, O beloved, Lochane on my eyes, O beloved, make my eyes, which release Cupid's arrows. O beloved, make my eyes, which release Cupid's arrows, bright with mascara, which derides a swarm of bees, since it has been smeared by your lips kissing. O beloved, make my eyes, which release Cupid's arrows, bright. O beloved, make my eyes, which release Cupid's arrows, bright with mascara, which derides a swarm of bees, since it has been smeared by your lips kissing. Radha spoke to the moon of the cowards, commenting, O beloved, make my eyes bright with mascara, which has perished by your lips kissing. Put mascara on my eyes again. Our eyes are described as follows. Those eyes release Cupid's arrows. That mascara derides Ganjana Sanjanakam, a swarm of bees. That mascara derides a swarm of bees. Ujjvala means bright. Ganjana means defeat, according to Ratnakosha. Ujjwala means bright. Ganjana means defeat according to Ratnakosha. Text 12.19. Nayana Kuranga Taranga Vikasha Nirasa Manasija Pasha Vilasa Dhare Shubha Vesha Niveshaya Kundale Nijagada Sa Yadu. Nayana Kuranga of my doe eyes, Taranga of the force, Vikasha to the increase, Nirasa an impediment, Kara creates, Shruti of my ears, Mandale by which the circle, Manasija of Cupid, Pasha as nooses, Vilasa charmingly, Dhare acting, Shubha is beautiful, Vesha, Ohi Krishna, whose clothing, Niveshaya place on my ears, Kundale 2 earrings, O Krishna, dressed so elegantly, please place these earrings on my ears, which impede the increasing force of my doe-like eyes. And which charmingly act as nooses of Cupid to restrict the eyes. Radha spoke to the moon of the cowards. Commentary. O Krishna, dressed so elegantly, O form of auspiciousness, place my earrings on my ears. These ears restrict the increase of the speed of my doe-like eyes and also possess the charm of acting as a noose of Cupid. If the noose of the hunter Cupid does not reside in the ear, then the doe-like eyes will lead far away. This shows the playful nature of her eyes. Expansion of the doe's speed indicates the fickleness of a side glance. Text 12.20. Brahmara Chaya Upari Ruchiram Suchiram Mama Sammukhe Jita Kamale Vimale Karmaya Narma Janakam Alakam Mukhe Nijagada Sa Yadu. Brahmara of bees, Chayam a swarm, Rachayantam producing the color of, Upari above, Ruchiram attractive, Suchiram eternally, Mama my Sammukhe bright, Jita is surpassed, Kamale by which the lotus, Vimale and pure, Parikarmaya decorate, Narma of laughter, Janakam the producer, Alakam locks, Mukhe my face, decorate my locks, producers of laughter which defeat all beauty, under black like a swarm of bees, hovering eternally above my pure bright face which surpasses a lotus. Radha spoke to the moon of the cowards. Commentary. O Krishna, decorate the attractive locks on my pure face. Those locks produce play. My face defeats a lotus by its beauty and fragrance and is bright or is in front of you. My locks produce the beauty of a swarm of bees hovering above my face. For a long time, Sammukhe indicates the face incomparable time. Suchiram indicates that the locks give unfailing beauty eternally. For a long time, Suchiram indicates that the locks give unfailing beauty eternally. Ruchiram attractively and Suchiram for a long time can also modify the verb parikarmaya, decorate. Ruchiram and Suchiram can also modify the verb parikarmaya, decorate. Decorate the hair attractively for a long time. Jita Kamale can also mean face which is subdued or is superior to that of Lakshmi by its extraordinary beauty. Vimale can mean famous, or locks cause laughter. Narma Janakam means that a locks deride everything by the beauty and decoration. Looking at persons whose beauty is inferior to one who's proud of her own beauty may create laughter in that person. Looking at persons whose beauty is inferior to one who's proud of her own beauty may create laughter in that. Or Narma Janakam can mean that the locks produce happiness. Or Narmajanakam can mean that the locks produce happiness in the joking Sakhis. They joke on seeing a dish of locks for a long time, also indicates that the bees of a locks can never be satisfied in drinking the nectar of a face. Text 12.21 Mruga Mada Rasa Valitam Lalitam Kuru Tilakam Alika Rajani Kare Vihita Kalanka Kalam Kamalanana Vishramita Shrama Shikare Nijagada Sayadu Mruga Mada Rasa of liquid musk Valitam made Lalitam attract decorate Tilakama Tilaka Alika of my forehead Rajani Kare on the moon, Vihita is supplied with Kalanka of a ma, Kalam beauty, Kamala is a lotus, Anana o e Krishna, whose face Visramita arising from efforts, Shrama of perspiration, Sikare, whose drops, O lotus face Krishna, decorate my forehead covered with drops of perspiration, arising from efforts now ceased, with attractive tilaka of liquid musk endowed with the beauty of a blemish. O lotus-eyed Krishna, decorate my forehead covered with drops of perspiration arising from efforts that now ceased, with attractive tilaka of liquid musk endowed with the beauty of a blemish. Radha spoke to the moon of the cowards. Commentary, O lotus-eyed Krishna, or Krishna having Lakshmi in his face, Kamalanana. In either case, his friendship with the moon is hinted. One type of lotus blooms at night, and thus lotus has friendship with moon. And Lakshmi arose from the milk ocean, just as the moon arises from the ocean. And as so, moon is considered as a brother of Lakshmi, since they appear from same place. One type of lotus blooms at night, and thus lotus has friendship with moon. And Lakshmi arose from the milk ocean, just as the moon arises from the ocean. And so moon is considered as a brother of Lakshmi, since they appear from the same place. Make attractive tilaka on the moon of my forehead. Alika Rajani Kare. The tilaka is made of liquid musk and has a beauty mark in the form of black circle. The Kalanka. The mark can be taken as beautiful because of similarity to its black color. My forehead has drops of perspiration caused by previous efforts in love. My forehead has drops of perspiration caused by previous efforts. Efforts in love. My forehead has drops of perspiration caused by previous efforts in love. The beauty of the drops of perspiration arising from our body surpasses that of snowflakes, which are cold, and the drops destroy the moon-like nature of our forehead completely. Therefore, Krishna should decorate a forehead with tilaka to avoid this destruction. Alika means forehead, or the forehead produces perspiration arising from efforts, but has now stopped doing so. So first, wipe away the perspiration and then apply tilaka, since it's impossible to apply tilaka to the perspiring face. Text 12.22 Mama Ruchire Chikure Kuru Madnada Manasija Dvaja Chamare Rati Galite Lalite Kusumani Shikandi Shikandhaka Dhamare Dhamare Nijagada Sa Yadu Mama my Ruchire attractive Chikure in hair Kuru put decorate Manada or giver of respect Krishna Manasija of Cupid Dvaja which is the banner Chamare the Chamara Rati because of love play Galite undone Lalite and more attractive Kusumani flowers Shikandi of a peacock Shikandhaka the plumage Dhamare defeats O giver of respect decorate with flowers my attractive hair Cupid's Chamara undone because of love play and thus becoming even more attractive, defeating the plumage of a peacock. Radha spoke to the moon of the cowards. Commentary, O Krishna, who gives great respect, though breaking the pride of the arrogant, or destroyer of pride of people who think they are beautiful by showing their beauty. O Krishna, who gives great respect, though breaking the pride of the arrogant, or O destroyer of pride of people who think they are beautiful by showing their beauty. Put flowers in my attractive hair, Chikure, which has come undone because of enjoyment, Ratigalite, but which is still attractive. This indicates superior beauty of the hair after becoming undone by amorous play. This indicates superior beauty of the hair after becoming undone by amorous play. Thus, this is not a case of punar ukti, redundant meaning of the words. Ruchire and Lalite, they indicate attractiveness of hair before and after undone, respectively. That hair puts to shame the peacock's plumage. That hair puts to shame the peacock's plumage. Text 12.23. Sarasagane Jagane Mama Shambhara Dharana Varana Kandare Mani Rashana Vasanabhara Nani Shubhashaya Vasaya Sundare Nijagada Sayadu Sarasa Vishringa Rasa Gane saturated Jagane on hips Mama my Shambhara Dharana of Cupid Varana of the elephant Kundara the abode money on which there are gems Rashana and bells Vasana clothing Abharanani Abharanani on ornaments, Shubha is splendid, Ashraya, oh he, Krishna whose heart, Vasaya, put, Sundare, beautiful, oh Krishna with splendid heart, dress my beautiful hips, the abode of Cupid's elephant, which are saturated with Shringar Rasa, with cloth, oh Krishna with splendid heart, oh Krishna with splendid heart, dress my beautiful hips, the abode of Cupid's elephant, O Krishna, with splendid heart, dress my beautiful hips, the abode of Cupid's heart, which are saturated with Shringar Rasa, with cloth and ornaments, along with bells and gems. Radha spoke to the moon of the cowards, which are saturated with Shringar Rasa, with cloth and ornaments along with bells and gems. Radha spoke to the moon of the cowards. Commentary. O Krishna with splendid heart, or Krishna with completely splendid hands. This is a suitable meaning since he uses his hands to decorate her. Dress my hips with clothing and ornaments having small bells and gems. My hips are firm or saturated with Shringar Rasa. Those hips are the cave of a strong, intoxicated elephant belonging to Cupid, who destroyed the demon Shambhara. Wild elephants live in caves in the mountain. Varana means elephant. Kandhara means a cave. Dress my hips with clothing and ornaments having small bells and gems. My hips are firm or saturated with Shringar Rasa. Those hips are the cave of a strong, intoxicated elephant belonging to Cupid, who destroyed the demon Shambhara. Wild elephants live in caves in the mountain. Varana means elephant. Kandhara means a cave. Text 12.24. Shri Jayadeva Vachasi Jayade Sadayam Hrudayam Kuru Mandane Hari Charana Smaranamrita Nirmita Kali Kalusha Jwara Kandhane. Shri Jayadeva, O Krishna, he who shines with beauty and victory. Or the poet Shri Jayadeva Vachasi, with this song, Jayade, giving victory, Sadhyayam, mercifully, Hrudayam, your heart, Kuru, decorate, Mandane, an ornament, Hari Krishna's Charana of your decoration of Radha, Smarana of remembrance, Amrita by the nectar, Nirmita is cause, Kali of quarrels, Kalusha foul, Jwara of the fever, Kandhane, who's destroying, O Krishna, shining with beauty and victory, out of mercy, decorate your heart with these words which give victory to Radha over all other women. Decorate your heart out of mercy, decorate your heart with these words, which give victory to Radha over all other women. And through the nectar of remembering your pastime of decorating Radha, destroy the pain of disturbance caused by quarrels. End of song 24. Commentary. Shri Jayadeva means, O Krishna, who shines with a wealth of beauty and victory in all the arts. Carefully make my words an ornament on your heart. These words are most excellent in front of enemies, Jayade, by bestowing the nectar which drowns the mind in remembrance of Krishna, decorating his independent beloved. These words destroy the distress caused by the disturbance of quarrels in proud lovers. By bestowing the nectar which drowns the mind in remembrance of Krishna, Decorating is independent, beloved. These words destroy the distress caused by the disturbance of quarrels and proud lovers. These words make one forget the previous anger in the couple. Or the verse can be taken as follows. Concentrate your heart with compassion on the words of the poet Jayadeva. Concentrate your heart with compassion on the words of the poet Jayadeva. These words are the ornaments of all devotees, Mandani, and give victory by bestowing supreme bhakti, since it's superior to all else. These words are the ornaments of all devotees and give victory by bestowing supreme bhakti, since it's superior to all else. These words destroy the pain of disturbance caused by quarrel through the medicine of the greatest bliss, Amrita, which is remembering the feet of Krishna. Another version is Krita Kalusha, Jwara, Sa Jwara. These words destroy the fever, Samjwara, of painful sin, Kalusha Jwara, which has been committed. Text 12.25. Rachaya kuchayosh patram chitram kurushva kapalayor ghataya jagane kanchim ancha sraja kavari bharam kalaya valaya shreni panau pade mani nupurav iti nigadita prita pidam baropi tathakaro rachaya. Make kuchayos on my breast, patram makara patterns, chitram tilaka patterns, kurushva, make kapalayor on my forehead, ghataya, place jagane on my hips, kanchim, a belt of small bells, ancha, honor, sraja, with a garland, kavari bharam, my decorated hair, kalaya, put valay of bracelets, shrenim, a series, panav in my hands, pade on my feet, mani nupura, and anklets, iti, thus nigadita, spoken to by Radha, Prita, the beloved Krishna, Pita, was yellow, ambaro's cloth, api even, tata, as she directed, akarot did, make makara patterns on my breast, make tilaka patterns on my forehead. Make makara patterns on my breast, make tilaka patterns on my forehead, place a belt of small bells on my hips. Honor my bound hair with a garland of flowers, place a belt of small bells on my hips. Honor my bound hair with a garland of flowers, place a series of bracelets on my hands, put anklets on my feet. When Radha spoke in this way, Krishna, who wears yellow cloth, did as she directed. When Radha spoke in this way, Krishna, who wears yellow cloth, did as she directed. Commentary, oh beloved Krishna, make makara patterns on my breast, make tilaka patterns on my forehead, offer a belt of small bells to my hips, worship my bound hair with a garland of flowers, put a garland in my hair with the verb ancha, worship is in the second person. Offer a series of bracelets to my hands, put anklets on my feet. When Radha spoke in this way, Krishna wearing yellow cloth did as she did. This describes the Santatashrava Vallabha, Radha, who always controls Krishna. An example is given. Shad Angri Babir Arditan Kusuma Sanchayan Achinod Akhandam Api Radhike Bahu Shikandakam Twadgira Amuncha Navapallava Vrajam Udanchad Akojwalam Karotu Vashago Janah Kim Ayam Anyad Agna Paya. Krishna speaks, O Radhika, I have plucked a mass of flowers uncrushed by the bees and have brought many undamaged peacock feathers according to your words. Give up using the fresh leaves brilliant as the rising sun for making the garland. A person like me should act under your control. Give me another order. Ujjwal Nilamani 4.48. As well, it is said, Aham Bhakta Paradhino hai Asvatantra iva dvija sadhu grasta hrudayo bhakter bhakta janapriya. The Supreme Personality of God is said to do, O Brahmana, I'm completely under the control of my devotees. I'm not at all independent. My heart is controlled by the pure devotees. What to speak of my devotee? Even those who are devotees of my devotee are very dear to me. Srimad Bhagavatam 9.4.63. Ye yatha mam prapadyante Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tathaiva bhajami aham. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tathaiva bhajami aham. I respond to persons according to the manner and mood in which they surrender to me. Bhagavad Gita 4.11. Gopinam paramananda asid Govinda darshane kshanam yuga shatam iva yasam yena vina bhavat. The young gopis took the greatest pleasure in seeing Govinda, since for them even a moment without his association seemed like 100 ages. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.19.16. The young gopis took the greatest pleasure in seeing Govinda, since for them even a moment without his association seemed like 100 ages. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.19.16. Since for them even a moment without his association seemed like 100 ages. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.19.16. In this way, he is controlled by the devotee's unlimited anuraga. Krishna himself says, Naparayeham niravadya samyujam. Swasadu krityam vibhudayushapi vaha. Krishna said to gopis, I'm not able to repay my debt for your spotless service even within a lifetime of Brahma. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.32.22. I'm able to repay my debt for your spotless service even within a lifetime of Brahma. Bhagavan, the supreme male, the form of eternity, knowledge and bliss, the form of unfailing and supreme qualities, greatness, power and rasa, eternally enjoys with his dear devotees of similar bhava and form in eternal blissful pastimes. Even Atma Rama yogis worship him for his great qualities. Bhagavan, the supreme male, the form of eternity, knowledge and bliss, the form of unfailing and supreme qualities, greatness, power, and rasa, eternally enjoys with his dear devotees of similar bhava and form in eternal blissful pastimes. Even Atmarama yogis worship him for his great qualities. Dear devotees of similar bhava and form in eternal blissful pastimes. Even Atmarama yogis worship him for his great qualities. Atma Ramascha Munayo Nirgrantha Api Urukrame Kurvanti Ahaitukim Bhaktim Ittam Bhuto Guno Hari. Some sages who are Atma Ramas beyond the scriptures, false ego and rules also practice unmotivated pure bhakti to the master of pure bhakti and rules also practice unmotivated pure bhakti to the master of pure bhakti Krishna, since he possesses qualities attractive to even them. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.7.10. It's also said, Nakari chin matpara shante, shante rupe, nangshanti nome nimisho ledhi eti, yesha maham priya atma sutascha, saka guru suhrudo daivam ishtam. Lord Kapila said to his mother Devahuti, the devotees in the spiritual world are never deprived of any enjoyment. Does not afflict those devotees for whom I am a lover, the Atma, son, friend, elder, companion, or worshipable deity. Srimad Bhagavatam 3.25.38. Sridhar Swami comments on this verse of Bhagavatam. Nanvanyavat Madiyanam Bhoktra Bhogyanam Vinashasya Tatra I Shanta Rupe Shantam Shuddham Tadrupe Malloke Va Matpara Kadachid Apina Nangshanti Bhogya Hinana Bhavanti Animisho Meheti Kala Chakram Chano ledhi tan grasati tatra hetu ya eshamiti suta iva sneha vishaya saka Sakeva Vishwasapadam Vishwasaspadam, Gurur ivopada deshta, Suhrud iva hitakari, Ishtam daivam iva pujya, Evam sarva bhavena, Mam ye bhajanti, Tan madiyam, Kala chakram nagrasatiti artha. But will the devotee not suffer destruction of self and objects like others? But will the devotee not suffer destruction of self and objects like others? But will the devotee not suffer destruction of self and objects like others? But will the devotee not suffer destruction of self and objects like others? O pure form, Shantarupe, addressed to Devahuti, my devotees are not deprived of enjoyment at any time on my pure planet or near my pure form. Shantarupe, alternative use of the phrase. My wheel of time does not devour them, because for them I am the object of affection like a son, the object of trust like a comrade, the instructor like a guru, the benefactor like a friend, worthy of worship like a family deity. Those who worship me with complete love in the above manner are not devoured by my wheel of time. Srila Swami's commentary ends here. Or the meaning of the last two lines of the Bhagavatam verse is as follows: I am served as the Priya, as Jiva Atma, as a son Suta, as a friend Saka, as a father Guru, as a relative Sukrut, and as a worshipable deity. In these cases, the devotees relate to the Lord, who takes the role of a servant Jiva. In these cases, the devotees relate to the Lord, who takes the role of a servant, son, friend, relative, father, and husband. Those who those who describe the Lord in his various relationships as material or foolish. The Lord says, Avyaktam vyaktim apan mam abuddhaya, param bhavam agnya ajananto mama vyayam anuttamam. The unintelligent think that the impersonal Brahman has manifested an illusory form as myself. The unintelligent think that the impersonal Brahman has manifested an illusory form as myself. They do not know my transcendental nature, consisting of form, qualities, and activities which are eternal and most excellent. Bhagavad Gita 7.24. Text 12.26. Yad Gandharva Kalasu Kaushalam Anudhyanam Chayad Vaishnavam Yat Shringara Viveka Tattva Rachana Kavyeshu Leela Itam Tat Sarvam Jayadeva Pandita Kave Krishnaika Tata Tanatmana Sanandana Sananda Parishodhayantu Sudhiya Sri Gita Govinda 132. This verse is usually placed at number 28, which seems more logical. Yet which Gandharva of music, Kalasu in the arts, Kaushalam is skill is skill. Anudhyanam is meditation. Cha and Yad, which Vaishnavam related to Vishnu. Yach and which Shringara or Shringar Rasa. Viveka Tattva, the true delineation. Rachana for producing Kavyeshu in poetic devices. Leelaitam is that is past tense. Taddan. Sarvam, all Jayadeva, Pandita, scholar, Kave of the poet. Krishna to Krishna. Ekatana is directed. O wise people, those who are blissful because of the Lord, please understand everything. Skill in the art of music, constant meditation on the Lord, and descriptions of pastimes using poetic devices to produce a true delineation of Shringar Rasa from Sri Gita Govinda. From Sri Gita Govinda, written by the scholar and poet Jayadeva, whose mind is dedicated wholly to Krishna. Commentary, O wise people, those who are blissful because of the Lord's qualities just described, and because of awakening as if from sleep with the manifestation of a conclusion, should know everything completely from Gita Govinda of the wise poet Jayadeva. Gita Govinda of the wise poet Jayadeva. Though Pandita and Kavi mean the same thing, Pandita here means one who speaks with discernment, suitability, and logic, and Kavi means one who speaks only with sweetness. Everything Sarvam is described. The poem of Jayadeva is skillful in the arts and music. Gandharva refers to a person who knows classical and folk styles. The classical style here has verses with musical notation. Kala refers to the different arts explained previously, of which music, gems of which music is one, in commentary of Gita Govinda 1.3. It contains constant thinking related to Vishnu. It portrays pastimes with poetic devices and real knowledge, tattva, which delineates Shringa Rasa in terms of separation and union. Jayadeva's mind is totally absorbed in Krishna, Krishnaika Tanatmana. Text 12.27, Paryanki Krita Naga Treni Maninam Gane, Sankranta Pratibimba Samvalanaya Bibrad, Vibhu Prakriyam, Padambho Ruhadhari Varidhi Sutam, Akshnam Didrikshu Shatai, Kaya Vyuham Ivacharan, Upachiti Bhuto Hari Patu Vaha. Paryanki as his bed, Krita acting Naga of snakes, Ananta Nayaka of the Lord, Fana of hoods, Shreni on the multitude, Manina of the gems, Gane in the array, Sankranta transferred, Pratibimba is reflection, Samvalanaya by mixing, Vibhrad, accepting Vibhu of expansion, Prakriyam, a method, Pada is feet, Ambho, Ruha, lotus, Amboruha, lotus, Dhari, massaging, Varidhi, Sutam of the daughter of sea, Lakshmi, Akshnam of eyes, Didrikshu, wishing to see, Shatai with hundreds, thousands, Kaya of bodies, Vyuham, an array, Viva as if Acharan, taking on, Upachiti is increasing, Bhuto, whose existence, Hari Krishna, Patu, may he protect, Vah, you. May the Lord who destroys obstacles, who seems to increase himself, taking many forms with 1,000 eyes in order to see Lakshmi, massaging his lotus feet by accepting a method of expanding himself. By accepting a method of expanding himself as his own reflections in the array of gems on the unlimited hoods of Ananta, the Lord's bed, protect you all. Commentary. At the conclusion of the poem, the author gives blessings to the hearers. May Krishna, the destroyer of all obstacles, just by hearing, protect you all. The Lord's dedication to protecting his devotees is shown by explaining his affection for the devotee. The Lord's dedication to protecting his devotees is shown by explaining his affection for the devotee. He seems to increase Upachiti Bhuta, appearing in many ways, Kaya Vyuham Iva. The reason for increase is given. With thousands of eyes, he desires to see Lakshmi, who holds his lotus feet. How this happens is explained. He accepts a method of expansion, Vibhu Prakriyam, by distributing his reflections in the array of gems on the many hoods of Shesha. He accepts a method of expansion, Vibhu Prakriyam, by distributing his reflections in the array of gems on the many hoods of Sesha, the Lord's bed. On the many hoods of Shesha, the Lord's bed. The Lord takes unlimited bodies because he has reflections in the unlimited jewels on Ananta's hoods. With unlimited bodies, he has unlimited eyes. Text 12.28. Tvam aprapya mayi swayamvara param kshidrodati Shanke Sundari Kala Kutam Apiban Mudho Mridani Pati Ittam Purva Kathabhir Anya Manaso Vikshipya Vaksho Anchalam Padmaya Stana Karoko Pari Milan Netro Hari Patuva. Tvam, you, aprapya, having not obtained, Mayi, me, Swayamvara, on choosing as your husband, Param, intent, Kshiroda, of the ocean of milk, Tirodare, on the shore, Shanke, I think, Sundari, O beautiful woman, Radha, Kalakutam, the Kalakuta poison, Apiban, drank, Mudho, bewildered, Vridhani Pati, Shiva, Ittam, speaking thus, Purva, ancient, Kathabhir, by the story, Anya was distracted, Manasa was mind, Vikshipya, having pulled us aside, Vaksho on her chest, Anchalam, the cloth, Padmaya of the woman resembling a lotus, Radha, Stana, the breast, Karoka, bud, Upari on, Milan, were falling, Netro's eyes, Hari Krishna, Patu, may he protect, Va, you. Oh, beautiful Radha, I think that when Shiva could not attain you on the shore of the ocean of milk, since you were determined to be mine, bewildered by your beauty, he swallowed the Kalakuta poison. As Radha's mind was distracted by the ancient story, he pulled aside the cloth on her chest and cast his eyes up. bud-like breast. May this Krishna protect you all. Commentary, may Krishna Hari protect you. His qualities are described in the verse. He said, oh beautiful Radha. I think that bewildered Shiva, Mridani Pati, unable to attain you since you belong to me alone, Mai Swayamvara Param. On the shore of the milk ocean, he drank the Kalakuta poison. In this way, while our mind was distracted by his relating an ancient tale, he pulled the cloth from her chest and gazed at a bud-like breast. Text 12.29. Sadvi madvika chintana bhavati bhavata sharkare karkarasi drakshe drakshyanti ke tvam amritam asi kshira niram rasaste makanda kranda katandhara काताधर धरणी तलं गच्छ यच्छन्ति भावं यावत् शृंगार सारस्वतं इह जयदेवस्य विश्वग वचांसि Sadhvi, pure, madvika, O liquor, chinta, thought, none, not, bhavatis, bhavata, you are, sharkare, O sugar, karkara, course, asi, you are, drakshe, O grapes, drakshanti, will look, ke, O tvam, at you, amrita, O nectar, mritam, dead, asi, you are, kshira, O milk, niram is that of water, rasa, stays, te, your makanda, O mango, kranda, beloved, adhara, O lips, dharani talam, O to hell, gacha, go, yachanti, besto, bhavam, the essence, yavach, as long as shringara, with the shringar rasa, saraswatam, eloquent, iha here, jayadevasya of jayadeva, vishwa, everywhere in the world, vachamsi, the words, as long as the skillful words of jayadeva bestow the auspicious essence of shringar rasa everywhere in the world, O liquor, your thoughts will be impure, or sugar, you will be too coarse, or grapes, who will look at you, or nectar, you will remain dead, or milk, your taste will be like water, or mango, you should simply weep, or lips of the beloved, go to hell. Commentary. The last two verses have the Bala Bodhini commentary by Pujari Goswami, since Prabodhananda's commentary is not available. The power of hearing, singing, remembering, and enjoying the work is explained. Doing these activities using this work would create disinterest in material world as described in the verse. Doing these activities using this work would create disinterest in material world as described in this verse. Shukdeva said, Vikriditam Vrajavadhubhir Vidam cha Vishnu Shraddhanvito Nshrunyad Atha Varnayedya Bhaktim Param Bhagavati Pratilabhya Kamam Hrudrogam Ashwapahinoti Achirena Dhira. Anyone who faithfully and continually hears or describes the Lord's playful affairs with the young gopis of Vrindavana will attain the highest type of prema to the Lord. Quickly destroy lust, the disease of the heart, and immediately become steady. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.33.39. O wine, as long as Jayadeva's words present poetic descriptions of Shringar Rasa everywhere in the world, your thoughts will not be pure. Though sweet, wine is intoxicating. Oh sugar, you are coarse, though you do not intoxicate, you are harsh, O grapes, who will look at you? Though you're soft, you grow in unmentionable places, O nectar, you are death, since after a person dies. O milk, your taste is water. Like water, milk must be stirred to make it tasty. O mango, weep, since you have seeds as well as sweet parts. O lips of a lover, go to hell. You should not stay here, since your name is Adhara, bestowing lowness. Those who take bliss in tasting Madhurya Bhakti Rasa described by Jayadeva will hate these things. Those who take bliss in tasting Madhurya Bhakti Rasa described by Jayadeva will hate these things. Text 12.30. Shri Bhojadeva Prabhavasya Vamadevi Sutta Shri Jayadeva Kasya. Parasharadi Priya Varga Kante Sri Gita Govinda Kavitvam Astu. Sri Bhojadeva was Sri Bhojadeva Prabhavasya, whose origin father Vamadevi of Vamadevi Suta, the son Sri Jayadeva Kasya of Sri Jayadeva, Parasharadi, such as Parashara, Priya Varga of the group of friends, Kante in the throat, Sri Gita Govinda called Sri Gita Govinda, Kavitvam, the poet, Astu, may it remain. May the poem called Gita Govinda, written by Jayadeva, the son of Bhojadeva, and the son of Bhojadeva and Vamadevi, remain around the throats of friends such as Parashara. May the poem called Gita Govinda, written by Jayadeva, the son of Bhojadeva and Vamadevi, Devi, remain around the throats of friends such as Parashara. A commentary: while remembering his father and mother, Jayadeva gives blessings to those who are qualified and endowed with knowledge, such as Parashara. Bhojadeva was the name of his father. Vamadeva was the name of his mother. May the poem called Gita Govinda remain like an ornament on the throats of those who are friends of Jayadeva, such as Parashara. Because they have similar knowledge of the confidential pastimes of Radha and Madhava. By this, it's understood that this work is the essence of everything, agreeing with the speakers of Vedas, Itihas, and Puranas. This work is also most difficult to understand. The sequence of Gita Govinda is as follows. First, the excellence of Krishna is presented in the description of the avatars and ending with Vasante Vasanti, Gita Govinda 1.27. Then there's a description of Radha's intense longing, ending with Kamsarir, Api, Gita Govinda 3.1. There's also a description of regular pastimes under longing. Then Krishna's longing is described ending with Yamuna Tira, Gita Govinda 4.1. Then Radha's longing for Krishna is described ending with Ahamiha, Gita Govinda 5.1. Then there's all regular pastimes under longing. There's also a description of regular pastimes under longing. Then Krishna's longing is described ending with Yamuna Tira, Gita Govinda 4.1. There's also a description of regular pastimes and a longing. Then Krishna's longing is described ending with Yamuna Tira, Gita Govinda 4.1. Then Radha's longing for Krishna is described ending with Ahamiha, Gita Govinda 5.1. Then Krishna's longing for her is described ending with Purvam Yatra, Gita Govinda 5.7. Then there's a description of the appointment ending with Atatam. Then there's a description of the appointment ending with Atatam, Gita Govinda 6.1. Then Vasaka Sajja, decorating for the meeting, is described ending with Atrantare, Gita Govinda 7.1. Then there is a description of the rising of the moon. Along with it, the longing again arises. This description ends with Adhagatam, Gita Govinda 7.12. Then there's a description of Vipralabdha till Atha Katham Api, Gita Govinda 8.1. Then the heroine in depression, Kandita, is described till Tam Atha, Gita Govinda 9.1. Then a separation after the quarrel, Kalahantara, is described. Then a separation from the quarrel, Kalahantara, is described till Atrantare, Masrina Rosha, Gita Govinda 10.1. Then there's a description of her anger. Then there's a description of her anger till Suchiram, Gita Govinda 11.1. Then when the moon is covered by clouds, a Saki makes a request. Then there's a description of her anger till Suchiram, Gita Govinda 11.1. Then when the moon is covered by clouds, a Saki makes a request. Gita, then there's a description of her anger till Suchiram, Gita Govinda 11.1. Then when the moon is covered by clouds, a Saki makes a request. This description ends with the Sadvasa, Gita Govinda 11.23. Then the couple see each other, ending with Gatavati, Gita Govinda 12.1. Then Krishna pleads, ending with Pratyuha, Gita Govinda 12.10. Then they sport in private, ending with Atha, Sahasa, Gita Govinda 12.16. Then the Swadhina Bhatraka, independent heroine, is described, ending with Paryanki Krita. Then the Swadhina Bhatraka, independent heroine, is described ending with Paryanki Krita, Gita Govinda 12.27. This is the chapter named Suprita Pitambara, in which Krishna wears yellow cloth, joyful with Sambhoga Rasa called Samriddhimat, union, since he prefers to wear the same color as a complexion as he is controlled by her. About the author, translator, His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaja was born in Canada on the 26th December in 1948 to the most fortunate Japanese parents. His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaj is one of the senior disciples of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of ISKCON, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. He also BA degree in Oriental Fine Arts History from the University of British Columbia. He joined the Hare Krishna movement in India in 1970, initiated in 1971 by Srila Prabhupada. He took sannyasa vows in 1984. Bhanu Swami Maharaj was personally Maharaj is a great inspiration for many devotees around the world, and he preaches Krishna consciousness in Australia, Japan, Malaysia, Russia, India, and in various other countries. His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaj met Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada in 1971 in Tokyo. Okay, met the devotees in Tokyo just after his graduation in history. Srila Prabhupada was about to set on his India tour with his Western disciples, and Bhanu Maharaj joined with them. By 1972, His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaj already earned credit from Srila Prabhupada for his exact Sanskrit pronunciation. Hare Krishna. Maharaj is an expert in Sanskrit and Bengali, and of course, in many other languages. He began translating many of the Acharya's commentaries. He continues with his translation service to this day, giving us the nectar from the Bengali and Sanskrit works of the previous Vaishnava Acharyas to enhance our understanding of the Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy. He's also a member of the governing body commission of ISKCON. His other works are listed here. One can just go to Amazon. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. That's a wonderful book, Gita Govinda, and we really thank His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaj for doing this wonderful translation. Hare Krishna, all of you.